Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. And happy holidays to all the empowered harmonizers. We are nearing the end of an era, December 2017. So happy holidays to you all. Hope you're making something memorable, nostalgic, and sacred about this time of year as we close up 2017 and we're right around the corner to a brand new year, a fresh start, 2018. So happy holidays to you. And I want to give a huge shout out, much love to the empowered harmonizers. I hope that you are exactly that, experiencing being empowered versus being in a state of force in your life and being able to harmonize. In other words, being able to get along and be congruent and manifest your goals, dreams, desires, and really how you want to feel, be, act, think, and become in the year ahead. So much love to you. And a quick shout out to those of you who have recently donated and contributed to the channel. Thank you so much for your contributions, your comments, your insights, your support. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. And before I want to get started now on the content of today's video, and that is really looking at why is it so difficult to heal from, let go of, or go no contact with a narcissist, a covert narcissist, or a psychopath for that matter. Why is it so difficult to heal when really the goal of healing is to become whole? And when we talk about something that is whole, we're talking about something that is, complete in and of itself. It's not looking for something else to complete it. It is whole and it is empowered. And that is really the goal of healing. When you think of any sort of wound or injury or damage to an organism, there is something that has been made uncomfortable, dis-ease or dysfunction. There is something that is not working as God intended or it should. If you can think like a car that is broken down, it is broken. It needs to be repaired. Once it's repaired, you're up on the road again. You are fully functioning. So really the human being, the human mind, the physiology, the neuropsychology really is that same goal and objective. And when you have been through a relationship with a narcissist, a covert narcissist, or a psychopath, there is some damage that is done. There is some dysfunction that is inflicted. There is something that has created a disease, a disorganization, a hurt, a woundedness, a needing to comprehend and make assessment to get through that. So that we're talking about here, spiritual healing, emotional healing, and really sort of psychological healing. In other words, comprehending or fixing the damage that was done in order to come back to a state of homeostasis, balance, centeredness, or wholeness. So when we look at the question, which I get in so frequently here at the channel, is that it is easier said than done. Why is it so difficult for me to get over this? Why is it so difficult for me to let go of this person? Why is it so difficult to go no contact? Why do I second guess myself? Why do I doubt myself? Why do I have this difficulty in my life? Why is it constantly obsessing my thoughts? And, this obsession, this difficulty is, for one, because the experience has been so memorized and repeated, and you have essentially become addicted. So your sense of identity has been caught up or intermingled or entwined or enmeshed with this person. So there's a feeling of, dependence or lack of autonomy or wholeness when you think about your relationship with this person. In other words, part of your I am has been somehow caught up, entangled, ensnared within this person's energy, this personality, this person. Perhaps, how you envisioned your life. It's like oftentimes your vision of your life moving forward is caught up, ensnared with this person. In other words, I am damaged. I cannot go on, or I don't have the energy. They really took me down on this. They have inflicted harm on my spiritual, my psychology, my ethos, my ether of my being, which is my I am, in my belief in myself. So something there has been corroded or corrupted. And these are oftentimes in the core beliefs, and not only in the beliefs which you think, but it's in the, the beliefs that you know, or kind of are now gaining consciousness of, but it's also corrupted in the belief of yourself which you don't know. So in other words, there's part of you that you can't quite articulate, put into words. It's on the tip of your tongue. You've been going through this for years now, and you can't quite let go. Part of you, it's kind of like you're pulling a toy red wagon. You're kind of pulling something along with you, baggage, I don't know what you want to call it. It's a feeling in your body. It's a feeling in your emotions. The part of you is pulling or dragging this along. It is like an anchor. It is keeping you stuck. It is keeping you docked. It's keeping you on the island, the Blue Lagoon, wherever it is it has you right now. It's like, zoop, I've dropped anchor here and we are someplace, and I dang don't like it. I am not meant to be here. Why am I here? I got lost along the channel, the journey, the wind drift, the love bombing, the orchestration of my life. Somehow I am on a precipice. I am on the side of a mountain. I am in the dock of a bay that I don't like the view. I don't like where I'm at. I don't like, not necessarily even where I'm at. I don't like how I feel. I feel like I have got a drag to my personality. My emotions are down. I feel like I have to help this person. I feel like I need closure with this person, or furthermore, that this person has been part of tainting my blueprint of me, my template of me. In other words, it's now corrupted my feeling in my subconscious. It's also ensnared and corrupted my thought process about the world at large, but at myself at large. And it's now adulterated my identity, how I see myself. And if we look at this like in the state of an alcoholic, I always consider this, when you think about an alcoholic, that person really is, there's a physiological reason why they can't put down the bottle. But furthermore, there's a deeper reason in kind of their prefrontal cortex where I really believe and feel they cannot envision themselves as a non-drinker. In other words, they define themselves as a drinker. In other words, it's attractive to them. It's cool. It's who they are. It's who their friends are. It's who they've always wanted to be. The mentors previously, maybe they had, been like this. The bad boy, the good, bad girl, the party boy, the party girl, the person at the work function, the person, the business owner. For some reason, drinking is part of their identity. So I am a drinker is what they kind of embrace and cultivate, or embraces their personality type. And so I also feel, in terms of my psychological research into studies of people who have been involved with these types of people, is that also part of, like an alcoholic, part of their identity, your identity perhaps, is caught up, ensnared, or intermingled with, I am a victim. I am scarred. I am inextricably tied or anchored to this person. And this is what has happened to me, and I am powerless over it. So part of your I am is in that powerless state. So then, of course, the antidote is to have a new sense of identity and vision for yourself. And furthermore, the language, this communication within self, and then at life in large, because all communication begins within you. Sorry if you don't know that, but the communication, if there's to be peace on earth, let it begin with me. I mean, if you really think and apply that, it's a very simple statement that your I am, if your I am, your identity is always kind of like scarred or tattooed almost, if you give it that example, with, I am a victim of this person. I am, less than because of this person. I am defeated because of this person. I will never make it because of this person. I am unlovable because of this person. I am not worthy because of this person. I am not independent. I am not whole. I am not functional. I am not intelligent. I'm not smart. I'm not talented. I'm not gifted with grace. I am diseased because of this person. So can you see then how your identity is ensnared or entangled with this sort of very intense trauma bond or connection with a narcissist, someone who is manipulative, someone who has tried to influence your feeling about yourself and your I am. And it does not get any deeper than that. I mean, your identity is your I am. And, like Jesus said, I am the way and the light. Your I am is also the way and the light. You are connected to the God source, and perhaps that had been shadowed out or refused or denied to you in this relationship. So somehow you had like an eclipse of your I am when you were with this person. In other words, it had darkened your view, your peripheral view, your upward view, your downward view, your forward view, your backward view, part of your vision of your I am the way and the light, and all that entails in terms of manifesting and bringing forth the feelings, the relationships, had been temporarily corroded or diseased or not allowed to function or be intact. And so you did not then pursue on the decisions. Your filter for the information around you had then been filtered out so that you could not speak up and then see all the reasons to feel good to yourself. Feel good about yourself, feel competent, be intelligent, take the forward movement, take the job, take the leadership, take the higher pay, take the better friends, take the better music, take the better health care, take the better outings, whatever it is, how you feel about yourself. You did not take action because in the root of you, you did not feel capable, competent, deserving, intelligent, smart, talented, gifted, in grace, enough, whole, functional. You did not feel that at the core of your being. So that has it's like impinged, like if you have like a whole circle, like this is your wholeness, okay? It's like having a wedge where it's just like, cramped in, and then your I am is trying to flow through these other little, and I'm making the space of a heart, so let's get to the heart space. But it's like, it's compressed your I am. So it's squashed your I am. So your I am is under a lot of tension, pressure, unhappiness, discomfort. The lid is so down. I mean, you've got basically, a tamale, your I am is like a tortilla, it's smushed down. You're like, I'm smushed, I'm down, I'm one-dimensional, I'm two-dimensional, I don't have any depth, I'm not this, I'm not that. So, your I am is flat as a tortilla, because you're so squashed down by the negative input that you have received from this person. And so it is so hard to let go because your I am is not used to defining you. You have been negatively identified, or what we call in psychology, negative validation, experienced negative validation from a narcissist or a psychopath, a sociopath, a borderline, whatever cluster B you want to call it. I don't care what you call it. If you want to put it in a box, great. If you want to put it in a canister, great. If you want to label it, stamp it, whatever it is, okay? Let's get beyond labeling here. Let's just understand what is, and accept the truth and the fix. And so if your I am did not come from in here, as we say, in the internal locus of control, if your I am came from outside, the narcissist, the borderline, the psychopath, you are defined by others rather than you being able to define yourself. Therein lies the problem, my friends, my empowered harmonizers. You have allowed or unconsciously had accepted or given in to the bait that the narcissist knew you better than you. The borderline controlled you better than you. They had negative control, negative influence, negative impact. The psychopath, etc., had negative impact in the I am, which is the core and seat of your being. And your being is what you are, okay? So what you are is what you are. You're a human being, and you define you because your higher source, the God source, infinite intelligence, is running through your body. It's running through your breath. It's running through your vision right now. Your eyes, your ears, your taste, your sense, all of your senses, that the infinite intelligence is running through those channels, and then eventually gets into the sixth sense, which is your higher power, your intuition, your drive. And so really the fix is to integrate and harmonize and empower all your senses once again and come into a whole body, which is feeling distinct, whole, functioning, peaceful, and distinct meaning separate from, individuated from, empowered from that which is outside of you. So power is distinct from force. Force is when you're trying to force something, push something, and that is a negative energy. If you study the work of the great Dr. David Hawkins, he spent much of his career as a psychologist calculating and calibrating the energy or the vibration of people, concepts, books, decisions, etc. In his book, if you can read Power versus Force, that is a wonderful book, and it's very intelligently written, but it's written on understanding the vibration or frequency which is around us, and your belief about yourself is the core frequency with which you vibrate. So if your frequency has been damaged as a result of this person, you're not believing in yourself, then you are going to attract more of that which you are, or you're going to attract more damage. So that is why it is so very important to say, you know what, this is life-changing. This is life-altering. This relationship is not anything I'm going to play with. I understand the seriousness of it, peace and harmony. I am letting go of it now because it is damaging and corrupting my soul and my I am. And it doesn't get more real than that. It doesn't get any deeper than that. You can go shopping, grocery shopping, looking for a job, a career. Your I am at the core is what is throughout all of that. And if you are with a force who is damaged, that which is directing and connecting you to the higher source, you better clear that channel. You better understand what negativity is and what damage is to you and say, wow, dang, I am letting go of that which is damaging me right now. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel guilty, because that is all I have to be responsible and accountable to is me and my connection with my higher source. That, I don't care if it's your mother, father, brother, sister, employer, president of your, I don't care if it's the president of your country. I don't care if it's the ambassador, the diplomat. No one is more important than deciding what is right for your life than you. And in fact, bear with me one moment. Forgive me. We are going to finish the rest of this video up. Sorry about that. Bear with me one moment. I want to end the video on the statement is that, in terms of healing and becoming whole and really letting go is realizing that no one is more important in your life than you are. When we talk about a narcissist relationship, oftentimes that person, and I talk about this in several videos, is that the person had undue influence and importance over your life. I don't care if it's a political person, a family person, a job person, a neighbor person, a friend person, a marriage person. For some reason, that person had become more important in your life than you were to yourself. And so that is why it culminated in wrong decisions, wrong judgments, making mistakes, making financial blunders, health blunders, etc. And so it is correcting that. It is saying no one is more important in my life than I am. I'm restoring peace. I'm restoring power. I'm restoring harmony within my body. And I'm allowing those positives to exist within me. And I'm now living underneath my skin. And I'm realizing that I am distinct, separate, empowered, and autonomous and industrious as a distinct and individual person. And that is what I am bringing to life. And I'm seeing life through a clear lens. In other words, I'm no longer filtering out that which is positive for me. The filter is now allowing me to see clearly that which is positive for me, and I'm drawing it to me now. And I'm no longer afraid of looking like a fool for saying no. That is the whole key. And I hope you watched this video thus far. Is that the reason why it's so important, or why it's so difficult to let go, is because people are so afraid of looking like a fool, of being foolish, of having made a mistake. So that is what is keeping you anchored. That is what is keeping you stuck. You're afraid of looking foolish in front of the narcissist. That is the least person, that is the last person you should be afraid of looking a fool at. In fact, you should totally look like a fool in front of them and go no contact. Walk away, reclaim your power. Empowered Harmonizers, it is your buddy. Peace and harmony with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.